So we're live on YouTube. One sec, how do I flip this around? Okay. Let me tweet this out. Everybody's watching that.
Yeah, tweet it out. That's what I was streaming. Really. I feel like I should change my stuff to match my name.
What do you mean?
Like if you look my name up on it, doesn't show.
Can you guys look up? Is anybody on here? If give us a thumbs up if you can. Okay, people are starting to come on. The tweet went out. Can you guys check my Twitter just to make sure that people saw it?
Wait,
I have 1% balance.
wait, what's happening?
Just look at my Twitter.
Wait. I'm really hungry.
Yeah, students of Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School react.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm really hungry.
If you want to send your love, what you can do is you can. Here, you guys, whatever. One of you should get up and be a cameraman, probably.
Oh.
And we can switch out. Okay. So, what we're gonna do here is, we aren't actors. We're students. We're people that had friends die. My sister has been crying so much because she lost her 3 best friends that she can't even fucking speak. She can't even speak. That's unacceptable. Imagine you going to your 14-year-old, having a 14-year-old sister as a 17-year-old, and having them cry all night long, and not being able to say anything that could make it better. So, what are you guys feeling right now?
Oh, you can take my spot.
We're all devastated from what happened at our school 2 days ago. 17 innocent people lost their lives, which could have easily have been prevented by Congress. This isn't the first one that happened this year. There have been many, and that's way too much. This should have ended from the first one. Congress needs to change their actions, and they need to come together, and they need to act, because innocent children shouldn't have to go to school and die. They should go to school and be safe, and they shouldn't be able to lose their sense of security like we all have. We all had to run for our lives.
And no student should have to go to school in the morning and think about, like we all did, I'm pretty sure, you know, like how am I gonna study for how am I gonna cram an extra 5 minutes for my AP Gov test or my AP Lit test, and then at this 20 minutes before the bell to dismiss us, think about, like, are we gonna live? Like, it's unacceptable.
They didn't really care when the children at Sandy Hook died. I mean, they did care, but not enough to actually do something to change what
And they actually made
happened.
gun reform more lax. They reduced the gun laws and made it easier for people to get guns. And it's a
And it
testament to
makes
how...
no sense because, like, little kids were killed, and now, like, what happened at Douglas, what happened at our school, it's devastating, and it's not going to be the last one because it should have stopped at the very first one, like Jose said, with Sandy Hook, but it wasn't, and, like, it wasn't the very last one.
Those were elementary school kids who couldn't speak for themselves. They didn't have a voice like we do, so we have to be the ones who make change in our government, in our Congress, and we will. We will do it.
And to be clear, you guys are students of Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School that were here on that day, correct?
Yes.
Can every one of you state your name?
Yeah,
and
my name is Dimitri Hoff.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
I'm Vivian Dang, and I'm also a senior.
And you were here on the day as well, right?
That's right.
I'm Jose Iglesias, and I'm a senior.
And you were here on the same day?
I'm Teresa Tiva, and I'm a senior, and I was here on that day.
I'm Lex Michael. I'm a senior, and I got a text from my best friend. I was sick, but I got a text from my best friend who was in the freshman building.
Did they make it out?
Yeah, she's fine, but not mentally, but like physically, she's fine.
She saw bodies die.
Yeah, she
Not
saw
people
a girl
die in
get
their
shot.
bodies.
She saw a girl get shot in the leg, and she saw dead bodies on the floor as she was walking out.
What message do you guys have to government?
Imagine having kids, sending them to school, and you never see them again. You see videos of them being shot, and suddenly there's blood everywhere and people screaming and loud noises. I don't know if any of the people that are watching this have seen the violent videos that have been going around, but imagine that was your kid. I bet that the people who are in those videos, their parents never thought that that was going to happen to them. No one thinks that that's going to happen to us. Like, people don't think, oh, like, this is going to happen to me. Like, no one expects things like that. And then, imagine if that was you. Don't let it be you. Why? Would you care more if it was your own child? Because obviously so many children are dying and no one seems to care. So would you care more if you were affected by it?
And you would say that you shouldn't have to be affected by this because you obviously don't want anyone else to have to be affected by this to start taking action.
Yes. I mean, obviously everyone is affected by this because this like breaks so many people's hearts, but people that are like us, my friends and I, and people, the feeling of being affected by it personally is very, very different and a lot worse than I could ever imagine when I just saw and sympathized with other mass shootings. And like,
Imagine
I was
being able to sympathize with a mass shooting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a fun feeling.
In one way, shape, or form.
And it's
we've
more
all-
than Columbine. Like,
Yeah.
Literally. And that's not even in the top 10 list.
it's not even in the top 10 anymore.
In one way, shape, or form, if maybe you didn't lose a friend, or you didn't lose a relative, or you didn't know someone who was injured, we all lost something, whether it was, our security or our innocence or our trust. We all lost something, and we all have to recognize that it's something that we're never going to get back.
Yeah, the audience is saying that it's what you're saying is exactly true.
Thank you.
1 second, can you guys hold this? I'm gonna give an update to everybody that's here. And for everybody that's recently joined us, what we're doing right here is we're here at Stoneman Douglas High School. Right outside of it, we can see the blue lights of the still stagnant police cars that are blocking off the street in the front. You can turn to it if you want to look over there. None of us are actors because for some godforsaken reason, some people are saying that. I don't know why, but it's awful. We are all students that had to witness this tragic event, and it's something that we don't want to see anybody else go through. So what I ask of you as a viewer is share this with your congressman, share this on Twitter, share this anywhere that you can get it. Get more people watching, because the more people watch, the more of a better chance we're going to have of not having this be just another mass shooting, because sadly that's what this is becoming. I was too scared. Okay. We're going to interview some of the students now, and again, could you guys just go through what was going through your head? What goes through someone's mind when you guys are in these scenarios?
In the beginning, I think it's just disbelief and kind of like a numbness, like a blank. Like, we're not sure what to believe, because at first, and I think all of my peers can agree with this, unless you're in the 1200, like, we all thought it was a drill. All of us, because we were told beforehand by our teachers that we would have an active shooter drill. So until we saw the headlines, until we saw the videos that were circulating around, until we got the real-time updates, until our parents called us and said, nope, this is real, until we heard the helicopter choppers above us, until we heard the sirens coming to our school, all of us didn't think it was real. So at that point, that's when we realized it was real, and at that point,